We believe that Moscow may be setting the stage to use a chemical weapon and then falsely blame Ukraine to justify escalating its attacks on the Ukrainian people.
This is what's become of the center of Kyiv. You can see these heavy fortifications, sandbags, tank traps. It's not just here, it's across the city. And this city keeps waking up every day to the sound of aerial bombardment. But in terms of the Russian land invasion, that seems to have stalled. They're about 9 miles from the capital, and they haven't advanced for well over a week now.
As Russia expands its attacks with that missile strike near the western city of Lviv, the onslaught of Russian bombardment in Kyiv continues again today. Firefighters battling a blaze in an apartment building struck by a missile. Every morning in the capital has started like this week. The city's mayor posting a video from the rubble pointing out the destruction, where 1 person died and 19 were injured, including 4 children. And in besieged Mariupol, authorities are searching for survivors after that attack on a theatre there, where as many as 1,000 civilians were believed to be sheltering. So far, only 130 people have been confirmed rescued from the site, while hundreds remain missing. These images, released by the Azov Battalion, a far-right paramilitary group now part of the Ukrainian National Guard. A senior US official telling ABC News they believe Putin's become isolated and is now prone to anger. With a Russian military advance stalled throughout the country, they've switched tactics, using long-range missile systems from within Russia. President Biden saying Western allies are united against Putin.
A murderous dictator, a pure thug who is waging an immoral war against the people of Ukraine.
US officials believe Ukrainian President Zelensky remains in great danger, but he's repeatedly refused to leave his people behind. Even though hospitals are now being targeted, Zelensky visited a family wounded as they tried to escape in their car.
Proof of the heavy toll high gas prices are taking on Americans. Thousands of drivers in Chicago waited in line for hours Thursday to get a free fill-up.
I've been out here since 5 o'clock this morning.
A local businessman donated $200,000 in gas to stations across the city, and he says he'll do it again.
It's a blessing, and I thank everybody that put their effort to help,
It comes as Americans brace for even higher prices at the pump. Oil prices climbed 8% Thursday due to growing supply concerns stemming from the war in Ukraine. The International Energy Agency warns by April, global markets could see the biggest supply crisis in decades. In California, gas prices now average $5.78 a gallon. To offer relief, some state lawmakers are now proposing a $400 rebate for every taxpayer. High gas prices also affecting how kids get to school, with some districts now relying on a limited number of hybrid and electric buses.
Having those options really allows us to continue on.
And days after Uber and Lyft announced fuel surcharges, Amazon Flex drivers, who use their own vehicles to make deliveries, are now demanding higher pay to offset the pain at the pump.